Hey everybody. Not sure how well my is out here in the mega shelter. A huge favor to ask of everybody. First, I'm gonna get this fire going. A little bit chilly out. 2 seconds. I'm gonna warm it up here just a skosh. How's the picture quality? I see I got one person watching. The picture and sound pretty good, or is they're updating the T-Mobile towers around me, so my coverage has gone from really good to really horrible. So I'm not even sure if it's glitching or if people can actually hear me or what. So I don't know, the one person left. Oh, I see a thumbs up. So, are you guys able to hear me? How's the sound quality? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it glitching in and out? I haven't been in the mega shelter in a while, so I haven't. And plus the upgrading their towers and everything like that. Oops. Really puts a damper on things. There we go. So, I don't know. Somebody say something if you can hear me good. Um, so this is hard for me to ask. This is hard for me to talk about. Awesome, thank you, Ricky. Um, and Kel Pizzuti. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Um, I'm on the mega shelter, so. Anyways, this is really difficult. Uh, you guys know by now that the pandemic going on and all that. Um, right. And you know my father is a huge supporter of mine. He supported me through developing this channel. When I was ready to give up, he helped support me. Um, you know, I don't know if emotionally is not the correct word, but you know, he stood behind me. He said, "No, don't give up. Keep going. Your videos are fine. You're doing good. Yada yada yada. You know, everything that a father does." Well, um, so yeah, I'm gonna save that piece. You know, he's really been the backbone to keeping my channel going and everything like that. Um, you know, and just my entire life he's been there. Hello, Bill and Sheila. Yep, Sheila. Hello, how are you? So, you know, when this pandemic hit, they furloughed, which is a made-up term, in my opinion, um, my dad from his job. He had taken his life savings and bought a cabin in northern Michigan to fix up, and that was his retirement home. His whole plan. He's take this ratty cabin and fix it all up, and do everything possible to get it in livable conditions. So he spent his life savings basically to get it, and to work on it, and fix it up. He had to put a new roof on. Everything else, he needs something done to it as well. If I remember correctly, it's going to cost him like $4,000 to get this thing done for as well. He's got running water, but like you can't take a shower and do a load of laundry kind of thing, or you gotta, hey, how's it going, Cephas? You can't do a lot of strenuous water activities at the same time, or the well runs dry because the sand point is clogged. Now he paid somebody X amount of dollars. I don't even know how much he paid them to come put some neuritic acid in there and pressurize it, and that was supposed to open it up and everything, and it didn't work. So he basically needs it pulled out and something done, and it shoved back into the ground. He doesn't have the money for that. So he was hoping to go back to work, and he was going to save up and everything like that to get that fixed, hopefully next summer. Since he got furloughed, he's been staying at the cabin. He's got a rental house in southern Michigan where he lives and works. This has just been a dream of his forever. No, it calcified or something around the sand point or something. I don't remember exactly what happened. I wish I did so I could explain it a lot better. But his plan was to get that fixed up because he's a couple years from retirement age. He could retire next year, but it'd take a huge hit on his retirement, and he wouldn't be able to make it. And for every dollar you basically make on if you get a part-time job to help support yourself, they ding you pretty hard. So he wants to wait a couple more years until he can retire on time, and then he figures he'll have enough money as long as he raises chickens and gets deer every year and watches his money. He'll have a pretty decent retirement in hopes. Like I said, he spent his life savings getting this cabin to live out his dream and his retirement fairly comfortably. Well, he kept contacting his place of employment, asking them, hey, when are you guys going to bring me back? When are you guys going to bring me back? Oh, it shouldn't be more than a couple of weeks. Shouldn't be more than a couple of weeks. Blah, 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 blah. Well, he got a phone call Thursday, and they terminated him. He was getting nervous that they weren't going to bring him back. And, my father is an extremely hardworking man. He's worked his ass off his entire life. 1 second. He, gave me my work ethic. Best advice my father ever gave me, which holds true for everything. Holds true for my YouTube channel. It holds true for relationships, your employment. everything. You give 130%. Um, I'm able to help him as much as I can. I took over his cell phone bill, um, like it says in the description, so he can stay connected to the world, so he can talk to me and my little brother and what have you. Um, and he's been looking for employment because he was getting nervous this was going to happen, and nobody wants to hire a 62-year-old man anymore. They every qualification he meets, and they go with somebody younger. Um, so he's starting to struggle. So, give me a second. Um, I reached out to Bob from Minotaur Trading Company. And Bob's not just a sponsor. He's not just a friend. Um, Bob is family to me. You know, we, him, Dub C, we always say, "Hey, brother." That's not just a word. Um, that's a truth. Dub C is a brother to me. Bob is a brother to me, a mentor. Um, so I reached out to Bob, and he's going to help out how he can. And he mentioned to me that he will. I told him that I want to order some rations for my dad, so I don't have to worry about him, running out of food or something. And Bob, out of the kindness of that man's heart, um, said that he'll match everything I order. So I'm going to place an order this Friday to help my dad out, and Bob's going to match every item I order. He's going to send him two of everything. Um, that's how cool Bob is. Um, excuse me. uh, Also, Bob reached out to me a little bit ago and said that he wants to send my dad a care package. So he's going to send him some of his new Arctic field rations, um, which is cool. So his cell phone bill's taken care of. His uh, food is somewhat taken care of. Thank God hunting season's right around the road, or right around the corner rather. So hopefully he fills his freezer. Um, Unemployment's not enough, and these asshole politicians care more about who can look better than they actually give a crap about us. So, my dad had a job. Michigan's economy is horrible, and his job was just enough. It was enough to survive, like most people's jobs. Most people work live paycheck to paycheck. I live paycheck to paycheck. To be honest with you, I make decent money, but it pays my bills. It buys me new gear. It keeps my cell phones on. It keeps my electric on. It keeps gas in my vehicle so I can take trips. It allows me to buy stuff to entertain you guys. And you know, it's killing me to know that my dad's going through this. he has always been my backbone. Um, when I was going through my divorce, he was there for me. Um, when I made the tough decision to leave Michigan to move to Wyoming, he uh, he was there for me. You know, I didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, and you know, he lent me some money, or he gave me money. He didn't even lend it to me. He gave me money so I could make it out to Wyoming because I didn't even have a job lined up when I moved out there. I packed what I could fit in my Jeep and I drove out there on a hope and a prayer. Um, my now ex-wife and my son stayed back in Michigan while I went looking for a better life. Sorry. Um, this is really hard. So, you know, he was there for me every step of the way and very proud. And it's my turn to be there for him, but I need everybody's help. Uh, I can do so much. I can do what I can. You know, I have 3,400 subscribers on my channel, and I don't even know if half of them even watch anymore or pay attention. I don't know. But I set up a Venmo, which is some kind of money app thing where it doesn't cost anything to send money or anything like that. Um, so, and this is very difficult to ask, but what I'm asking of my subscribers is if they could donate $1. You know, if 3,400 people each donated $1 or $2 or 50 cents or whatever they had, um, it would it mean the world to me. Um, and I know it'd mean the world to my dad. You know, um, I don't know how to ask of you guys to do something like this. Um, it's very difficult. It's very humbling. You know, my dad's the same as me. We don't like asking for help. You know, we've always busted our asses to get everything we've got. And you know, I am far from a multimillionaire. I am far from financially stable. Every free dime I have, I pump into this channel. You know, and it's it's for you guys. And you know, I'm not trying to sing you a sad song or guilt trip you or anything like that, but if you guys could go to my Venmo, it's at Ryan Dash Outdoors. So you just go to Venmo and you hit send money and you type in Ryan capital R dash capital O, so it'll be outdoors. And if you guys could donate $1, that'd be fantastic. Um, just whatever you guys could do to help. You know, I don't know what else to do. Um, I live in Minnesota. He lives in Michigan. So, you know, I can only stretch my personal paycheck so far. But, you know, anything that is donated anything I get in the super chats or whatever they call them on these live chats. Um, the the income from, yeah, I make roughly $100 a month, for the most part, off of the ads that are run on my on my YouTube. All that money is going to go to my father. You know, every time I've been down and out, and I grew up dirt poor. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That's why I know so much about the outdoors, because that's what we had to do to survive. You know, we had to go pick berries, we had to go hunting, rabbit hunting, grouse hunting, woodcock, all that stuff. Um, I appreciate that, brother. Um, you know, it's difficult to ask for help, um, especially with this. This is tearing my heart out, knowing this. You know, and the only time I ever seen my father cry, was a long time ago when his best friend passed away of a brain aneurysm. And he's just like me. When times are hard, times are tough, he wears a smile on his face and acts like nothing's wrong. I don't know if that's pride or what that's called, but that's just how he is. Everything that he's got, he's earned. You know, he's never asked for a handout or anything before. So that's I'm here doing that. And I don't expect you guys to do it, but if you could, I would forever be in debt to you. You know, um, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Um, to see my dad go through this, to ask for help on his behalf. Um, it's crazy times we live in. It's very difficult times we live in, and it's hard to do this, guys. It really is. And um, this is a really really crappy deal. Um, I'm sure he'll figure a way out of it. Uh, you know, but as of right now, he's essentially with unemployment. It's He can't keep his rental and his cabin. He's got to get rid of one of them. Um, and like I said, he's applied for a lot of places in Michigan, and he's done a few interviews because he was nervous that this was coming. He's got very good intuition, and Bell turned him down. Um, he's thinking it's because of his age. Uh, you know, Employers are looking for people that they can get 10, 15, 20, 30 years out of. My dad's probably got at tops 5 left in him to work as hard as he does. He's never had an easy job. He's always worked his ass off, and companies don't want that. Big companies don't want that. They want somebody that they can stick their claws in and siphon every bit of life out of them. And you know, I'm nervous with winter coming around the corner. That if his well goes out completely, then he's kind of, I don't know what's going to happen. Um, Also he got a big holding tank that he collects the rainwater in, and that's how he washes his clothes. Um, It holds like 250 gallons of water. Um, excuse me. He uh, he also goes to the laundromat. Well, laundromats, I don't know if you guys have been to a laundromat lately, but they're very expensive. So I'm trying to gather as much money to help him as possible get through these next couple of months. I mean, hopefully he can find gainful employment really quick. He knows how much he needs in order to survive, and um, unemployment's doing exactly what it's designed to do. It's keeping the lights on. It's only going to keep either his rental house that he rents, or his cabin. It's not going to be both. I know that sounds greedy, but you got to understand his cabin's his retirement. You know, he had to jump on that to take it because that wouldn't be there. He'd be renting somewhere the rest of his life. He had a run of bad luck, and it knocked him down a little bit. But yeah, um, excuse me. So anything will help you guys, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Um, that Venmo thing, I'm new to that, but I know you can look me up using the email address I used to set it up, which is Ryan Outdoors 18, the numbers 18 at gmail.com, or my Venmo name or whatever it's called. It's the at symbol and then capital R, so RYAN dash capital O, and be outdoors and that you just go to Venmo.com or whatever. It doesn't cost anything to send money or anything like that. There's no fees involved, which is weird that the company can even manage to run. Um, I would greatly appreciate it. And you don't have to, but if you could, anything would help. Um, I'm going to continue to work with Bob to try to get him some food to make sure. I mean, and he's got food. I don't want you guys to think he's starving to death or anything like that. Um, but I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know how bad it's going to be. He's been on unemployment for pretty much since this thing started, and he's been eking by. I didn't know how bad it was because my dad's a very proud man. Um, I didn't know how bad it was, and unfortunately, I can only do so much to help. My little brother can only do so much to help. Um, so yeah, I decided that I was gonna be humble in front of you guys and ask for your assistance if you could. Um, but yeah, so yeah, that's it. I'm gonna I'm gonna let you guys go. I got some thinking to do. So I appreciate you guys. I really do from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of you. Um, thank you for everything. Thank you, Cephas.